I am one of your co-hosts, Kersha Owen, and this is our soon-to-be what? 15. Oh, did I not say you never said those? It's like, excuse me.
The only way I can really put it in like a short little sentence is it makes me feel loved. It makes me feel like, oh, my parents actually care about me, because I've seen people who their parents just shove them off into a corner and it's like, oh, glad I don't have that.
Sometimes as parents, we kind of just get caught up in the day, and the days run us instead of us running the day.
Just sitting in the car and having just deep, meaningful conversations just shows that you actually care what I'm thinking about and what I'm feeling.
I think sometimes as parents, we want to jump to conclusions and give a lesson rather than just
sitting there and listening.
Hi guys, welcome back to Crazy Unbelievable Faith, our podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Kersha Owen, and this is our soon-to-be beautiful, lovely, oldest child, Jacelyn Owen.
Soon to be what?
15. Oh, did I not say
You never said those.
Okay, that's soon to be beautiful. It's like, excuse me. Soon to be beautiful. No, soon to be 15. She is an absolute peach of a child. She is lovely. She has such a bubbly personality and is just so much fun to be around. And so I wanted to bring her on, and I wanted to talk about what intentionality with her has meant for her. So, Jacelyn, when mom and dad are just spending one-on-one time with you, what does that mean for you? Like, what does that do inside of you? How does that help you?
The only way I can really put it in like a short little sentence is it makes me feel loved. It makes me feel like, oh, my parents actually care about me, because I've seen people who their parents just shove them off into a corner and it's like, oh, glad I don't have that. But just getting one-on-one time with you and dad, whether it's all three of us just together or it's one-on-one time with each parent, it just shows that they love and they care about you and that you guys actually want to spend time with us.
What are some of your top 3 ways in which spending one-on-one time that you really enjoy? I think sometimes parents, just a little plug for you guys listening, sometimes as parents, we kind of just get caught up in the day, and the days run us instead of us running the day. And so I wanted to take an opportunity to kind of talk about some ways in which we are intentional with Jacelyn, and not just what that means for her, but how it's helped her grow and develop into the mature, young, almost 15-year-old that she is. So what would be your top 3 ways in which, when we're spending time with you, that maybe give some examples of
like what we do together and like what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So my top 3 would probably be either going to just do something with you and dad, just
like dinner,
or like we'll go get our nails done and we'll just hang out together. But I feel like that's one of the top ones. And then just sitting in the car and having just deep, meaningful conversations just shows that you actually care what I'm thinking about and what I'm feeling. And it opens up the like trust bond between us, because I actually trust you guys with all I like tell and like share.
What about, I think one thing that you've said, and you said this week, just yesterday she said this, I really need to have an open conversation with you because I won't feel judged by you.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes as parents, we want to jump to conclusions and give a lesson and a sermon behind or a lecture behind what it is that they're feeling and why it is okay or not okay, rather than just
sitting there and listening.
Listen to your children.
Yeah, because I've told you, I'm like, Mom, I'm not looking for a lecture. I just want you to listen to me. And I have to tell Dad that too. I'm like, Dad, I'm not asking for a sermon on what I'm talking about. I'm just asking for you to listen and to just be quiet and just listen to the words that I'm saying.
So what are things that you and Daddy go do together that allows you to really build that bond with Dad as well?
For my dad and I, we go hunting each fall and into the winter together, and that's like a really nice I can get away from my busy life with my dad and we can just like not reconnect, but like because we're together all the time, but like kind of
reshape your relationship together.
Like, because he works, but he works from home, but it's normally you like taking us out and doing stuff because he's working and he's doing stuff. So going hunting and fishing and just going and doing not the typical daddy-daughter stuff, because I'm a little bit more adventurous than some of my friends who just go to the store with their dad. But I really like the hunting and the just being able to escape from the loud, crazy world.
One thing that I will say that I've really just admired watching her relationship with her dad really grow is they get up and they go to the gym together. And I get to sleep in. That fills my love cup. I mean, let's be real. Moms need sleep. You let them sleep, they'll wake up and move mountains for you. But in the beginning, I wanted to be able to go to the gym too with them. And I really just allowed God to work on my heart. It really helped me decide that I didn't need to be a part of every aspect of their relationship. I have my own ties, my own heartstrings tied to each of my children and who they are. And I also need to encourage and allow Dad to have the same and really be an encourager of that. And so that was something in the beginning. I was just, well, I want to go to the gym with you guys too. I want to be a part of it. I don't want to miss out. And then God worked on me and said, no, let that be their thing. And it's okay for them to have that thing. I didn't have that thing growing up. And I think it was part of the little girl inside of me wanted that thing that she had, instead of saying, hey, this is fruit that we've produced by having the marriage that we have and the relationships that we have built within our household. And so I just think that that's really important too. They would always come home just in a funny mood every single day. Coming home from
just like a random stupid jokes in the car, and we'd be like, "Oh, Mom, listen to this," and you
had to be there.
Confused.
I'm like, well, you had to be there for that one.
It's funny. It's funny, Mom. You're like, no, it's not.
But we do the same thing to Brian.
Yeah. We went shopping for my protocol dress, and we came home with you had said something like totally weird and out of context to me, and I was like, what are you talking about? And we came home and told Dad, and he was like, y'all are too much.
I will say, Jacelyn and I do typically have just these one-liners in a bag that we're usually pulling out. And if you're ever with us, she got this from her mama. We break into song form. And she'll say something like they just started doing a swim practice and she was talking about a back. And I was like, you could do it, put your back into it. And we had one of her friends with us this week. And she was like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Seriously? You sound just like your daughter. I said, no. My daughter sounds just like me.
Yeah.
So we're always breaking out into song form. that's been fun. Just, I think it's been really important too, kind of while we're on this topic, the hard times. Do you remember when you first would just get emotional a few years ago, and Daddy and I, we wouldn't let you leave the room until we had a genuine hug, and we would do
it was so annoying. I was like, let me be alone by myself, and you would be like, right, you and Dad would corner me. You guys, they were cornering into a corner, and they would have their arms out, and they would like bear hug me. And they're like, JC sandwich. It's like,
but okay, what is that involved into, Jace?
Well, now I do it to my siblings.
Oh, but now she also has to seek out a tight morning hug from Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
And it's just, sometimes as parents, we just want to be like, go to your room. I don't have the time or the intention to give your emotions right now. And that's one thing that Brian and I, when we first got married, we talked about how we're going to lead our children through puberty. And it's not we're shoving them in a room.
Yeah, you guys never did that to me. You guys would take me and go sit me down and would
we would just express love to you.
Yeah.
And
because I mean, that is my love language, just sitting down and having a conversation.
Or just sitting down next to you and holding you, like cuddling you.
That would make me
rubbing your back, doing whatever was necessary, And so that's one encouragement I would give any parent listening to this podcast right now. That when your child is struggling through those seasons, press in instead of pull out. Or pull away from that. Yeah. So, anyways, well, I thought it would be really important that we talk about what intentionality does with our children when...
Yeah, and the intentionality that you and Dad have showed me over my almost 15 years of life, which only 12 of them I can remember. Unless I really think hard.
You mean before your long-term memory was built?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was meaning.
All right.
I really can only remember 12 years.
Yes, right?
But it's also really helped me in my friendships with all my friends and how I
develop?
Well, I'm trying to find the specific word that I'm looking for.
It's not on the wall.
Yeah, gee, I know that. I look around when I'm thinking. Goodness.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you can't say anything.
Not from your mama. Fine. Okay, what's your word?
It's helped in friendships and the way that I look at people and look at problems and
challenges.
Yeah.
Develop your friendships?
Well, how I develop them, yeah, and I am the type of friend that I want all my friends to trust me with the information that they provide and tell me because I have a very open connection with you guys, and so I'm like, okay, well, I have an open relationship with my parents. I want my friends to be able to have an open relationship with me. I want to be that trustworthy friend. Mm-hmm. And there are times where I mess up and I'm like, just blah, 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 blah. And they're like, you were not supposed to say that. And they've told me, they're like, no, you should not have said that. I'm like, yeah, I should not have said that, should I?
So is us giving you grace at home helping you to give yourself grace in those friendships while you're learning lessons?
It helps me to give grace, yes. Yes, I would say that.
But does it help you also seek grace from your friendships? I don't know.
I'm thinking because I'm hard on myself, so it's just...
What?
Yeah,
that girl isn't. We all have to learn to love ourselves. And in the learning, we're going to fail, and we
Sadly.
learn from the failures.
Yeah.
So I think it's just really important that you take the time, be intentional with your children, be into the things that they're into, and pull them into the things that you're into. And that builds a mutual respect and a mutual foundation for which you guys can walk and build a relationship together as you move forward. I know Brian and I, we have talked about, we are raising adequate adults. They're just in childhood. And I think that's, or in adolescence.
Yeah.
It's just really important that you help pick your children up and help them press on and press forward, help them learn, help them reflect, teach them what they need before they leave the house.
Yeah.
And so that they can go out and be the hands and feet for God's kingdom out in the community around them. And so I just think that that's really important, that we as parents seek forgiveness. We apologize first. We set that example. We lead from the front. And it's okay to mess up. Laugh at yourself. It teaches the children to laugh at themselves instead of being so uptight and so down on themselves all the time.
On themselves,
Yeah, we're our own worst critics, honestly. All of us are. True. It's all, I mean, the only thing that holds us back typically is the 6 inches between our 2 ears. And so that would be our.
Oh, you said 2 years.
2 ears?
I figured out that you said 2 ears.
Okay.
I figured it out.
Well, welcome to a podcast with Kersha and Jacelyn, where we just laugh and say silly stuff.
Yeah. But I also want to say something before we wrap this up. I want to say something to all the teenagers out there, whether you're a guy watching this or you're a girl, it doesn't really matter. You need to be honest with your parents, and you need to be open with them, because if you aren't, they will never know what you're going through. And I remember after I went through counseling for Uncle Cody's passing, that after that, I really figured out that I could be open with you guys, and I wouldn't be judged. But, like, I'm open with you guys about crushes and about, like, oh my gosh, this guy's so cute.
All the girly things.
All the girly things. And I'm open with you guys about, like, you just need to be open with them about your life and what you are feeling, and even thoughts, because I've told you guys thoughts that I've had.
Yeah. Parents can't help lead their children
unless they know
really honestly the depth of what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
But as parents, we also have to be open and honest, to have a realistic expectation or set of expectations, set of standards that we have with our children that allow our children to feel safe and to feel comfortable at home. And I think, Jace, for you, that's really easy for you to say, be open with your parents.
Yeah,
but some of these kids
don't easy
have that relationship with their parents. So maybe they seek it out from a grandparent or an aunt and uncle.
Just somebody that you trust fully and you
can mentor you.
Yeah. It just be open. And I know it's easier said than done, because I know from past experience, it is a lot easier said than done, because people are like, you gotta talk to your parents about this. I'm like, yeah, but you say that, and it's not that easy. And yes, you guys were probably thinking that before I even said it. But you just have to get into that routine with the person you trust and who can mentor you. Whether it's somebody from church or it's a teacher from your school that you trust and, you can just be open with and vulnerable. Oh gosh, give me a second.
Vulnerable. We can move on. You said it right.
It sounded so wrong in my head. Vulnerable. Yeah, I'm like putting emphasis on the...
I think just find someone that you can be authentically you with.
Yeah.
And
don't feel that you'll be judged by.
And I would say that at the very basics of that, seek God. You can be vulnerable with God. You can be authentic with God. And God will help lead you through those times and allow you to be intentional with where you spend your time.
Mm-hmm. And you don't even have to tell him anything. There's a quote that I saw a few days ago. And it was, even when you don't say anything, he hears your tears. Like when you cry, he knows exactly what you're crying about. And at points during prayer, I'm just like, I can't explain what I'm thinking, but he knows me better than I know myself. And so,
because his love is given, it's not earned.
Yeah. And so it's, even when you feel like you can't say anything and you can't be loved and nobody will ever love you, go back to your room, get on your knees, or anywhere you are, just pray and just say, I just need to talk to you, because it's important. God isn't just it's not just an imaginary friend that you would think about. Yeah, you can't see him, but you can feel him. And it's almost like where was I going with this?
A power and a sense of peace that comes from him when you are praying.
Yeah, that he's not going to judge you, and he's going to love you endlessly. And that even though you can't see him, he is still there. He is still sitting there next to you. He still hugs you. He's still, he is a person who just can't be seen. He's like the wind. You can feel him. You can feel the wind, but you can't see the wind.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what it's moving, but you can't see it.
Right.
And that's
a good nugget.
It's a quote that I saw. I'm the daughter who finds quotes. But it was, why do you believe in God? You can't see him. And she responded, or this person responded with, well, he's like the wind. You can feel him, but you can't see him.
Right. Well, there is our words of encouragement, deep thoughts with Jacelyn today. Be intentional with your children. Help lead them through the season of life that they're in. Lead them and encourage them. Be the cheerleader on the sideline for them. And until next time, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye.